Problems for the car industry are continuing. New registrations in June at their weakest since 1996. Sean has more.
Morning, Justin. Yeah, so it means the first half of this year was the second worst for the sector in the last 30 years. Even the one recent bright spark, sales of plug-in hybrid or electric vehicles, saw growth slow in that area. Got Robert Forrester with me, Chief Executive of Vertu Motors. Trades as Bristol Street Motors, Macklin Motors as well, operates 160 car dealerships across England, Wales, Scotland. Morning, Robert.
Morning, Sean.
These numbers are a surprise to you in your forecourts?
No, not at all. We represent about 4 to 5% of the UK market, so we could see this coming, and it's been coming for now in 12 months, really.
So how are customer habits comparing to what you are able to provide them?
Well, customers having to get used to the fact that when they want to buy a new car, in many cases, they're having to wait 6 to 9, even 12 months for that car to arrive. And this isn't a consumer demand problem that's affecting the European and global car industry. This is a production problem coming out of the impact of lockdowns and other issues, actually, like Ukraine and China.
So what are those customers doing? Are they perfectly happy to wait those 6 to 9 months and keep using their old car they've got?
Yeah, I think this has actually shocked a lot of people in the automotive industry, because we always thought that people wouldn't wait and would complain. But actually, people are realising, they see it on the news, that there are supply issues across the world and seem to be relatively happy. I mean, I think we'd be a lot happier if they're waiting 3 months rather than 9. But yeah, consumer habits have changed quite fundamentally.
Is it a worry for the industry if consumers sort of realise how long they can make their current cars last?
No, I don't think so. I think, people want to have new cars. There's a massive appetite for new cars in the UK, be it for a variety of reasons, lifestyle changes, getting married, having children. People want electric vehicles more and more. They want to move to electric vehicles. That's a good reason to buy a new car. So people don't want, my mother recently changed her car because it didn't start. So people, fall out of love with their car and want a new one.
Well, it's a good reason to change your car, isn't it? I guess if it's not started. What about if you want to get parts? Not just your mother, but other people who are looking to keep the current one going. Can they get hold of those things?
Well, this is the challenge, and new car production is down across the world because of challenges around component supply, semiconductors being a big one. But when people are bringing their car in for repairs into our workshops, they, in some cases, are having to wait quite a long time to get the parts due to the production issues. And that is an increasing irritation for customers, and not something we can do a lot about. We just have to sit and wait for the part.
Robert, thank you. Thanks to your mum as well. Robert Forrester, Chief Executive at Vertu Motors. Interesting line from Sainsbury's this morning. The boss there saying the pressure on household budgets will only intensify over the remainder of the year. We spent 27% more on fuel at Sainsbury's than we're doing at the same period before the pandemic. And we're not buying loads more fuel, are we? We're just spending lots more on it.
Why do you think a car wouldn't start, Sean?
I don't know. I think
it's almost certainly spark plugs.
You're clearly a man in the know, Justin.
No, not really. I was making it up, as they do. Anyway, it cost you a lot to get it sorted. You probably did the right thing.